Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. I hope you're well. It is Tuesday the 2nd of March and this is our home choir practice for this week. Now if you joined us last week on the video, we started a new song called the Wellerman, and it's a traditional New Zealand folk song that has become a global sensation and set a new trend for sea shanties being really popular. And so we're having a go at learning our own version of it. So I'm going to assume that you have already watched last week's video. In that video we went through the parts for the first half of the song. If you've not had a chance to do that, it's probably a good idea to go back, do that one first, and then join us back here again for today's video. So today we're going to be looking at the second half of the song, learning the parts and the harmonies because they change quite a bit in the second half. So I'm going to assume you've got your lyrics there. They are available on Dropbox if you need to go and get yourself a copy of that. So I'm going to pick up at the third chorus. Now last week I mentioned to you that one thing that's a bit unusual about this song is we have two different versions of the chorus. So last week we learnt the main version of the chorus, which you get after verse 1 and after verse 2, and it also comes back in later on in the song. But when we get the chorus after verse 3 and verse 4, we all have some different parts to sing. So I thought we'd save that till this week so we don't get too confused trying to learn both in the same week. But today we're going to have a go at chorus version 2. Now the tricky thing here is sometimes when parts swap round, it's just a case of, oh, the sopranos are going to sing the alto part this time. But not quite so in this version. We have actually got some completely different parts. So we're just going to learn them from scratch. Here we go. So this is the chorus after verse 3. I'm going to start with the sopranos. So you're going to go like this. Your first chorus, so you started up here. Soon may the Wellerman come. In the second version, you start a little bit lower here. So we're going to go like this, sopranos. We go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. Try that with me. We're gradually working our way down. And soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. That's good. And then your second bit goes, one day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Try that. And one day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Do the whole thing. And soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Again. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Good. Now upper altos, the first chorus, you start here and go, soon may the Wellerman come. You're going to start on the same note, but this time you'll stay a little bit lower. So this time you're going to go, soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. Can you try that with me? And soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. Good. And your second bit's going to go, one day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. And one day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Do the whole part. And soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Again. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Good. Okay, now lower altos, you're actually starting a little bit higher than the first chorus. You go, soon may the Wellerman come. This time you're starting here slightly higher, and we're going to go like this. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. So again, working our way down gradually, try it with me, and soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. That's good. Then your second bit goes back to that same starting note, and one day when the tongue... Oh, I'll do that again. Played a dodgy note there. Let's try that again. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. So you're going right down, notes in your boots at the end there. To take our leave and go. Okay, here we go. So that second half is going to go, one day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. That's it. So do your whole part lower altos, and soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Again. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. That's good, okay. I can't really get that low note. My voice is not quite low enough. Hopefully all of you lower altos, you'll just have that extra little bit in your range just to get down to that C there. It is a low part for you, but I'm sure you'll all do great. So then we just have the men's part for this section, for this alternative chorus. So on the first chorus for the men, you're starting a bit lower. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. For this alternative chorus, you're going to start a bit higher. You're going to start here and go like this. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. Try that with me, and soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One, then you're going to go up for the next phrase. We go, one day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Try that phrase. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Good. Try the whole thing, guys. And ready, and soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Again. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Okay, well done. So what we'll do is, let's see if we can all sing our parts that we've just learned with all the other parts as well on the guide track. So we're going to come in, I'm going to start the track just before that chorus, and I'll just give you your starting notes so you know where you're coming in. So sopranos, you're going to go, soon may the Wellerman come. Upper altos, you'll go, soon may the Wellerman come. Lower altos, soon may the Wellerman come. And then for the men, you're going to go, soon may the Wellerman come. Okay, so try and fix those notes in your mind, and let's give it a go. Here we go, just a little intro, and then we're in on that chorus.
Put all hands to the side, harpoon and
Here we go.
when she dived down below.
And
soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
That's good. Now, how did you get on? Did you do really well? Maybe you got a little lost on the first go. That's fine if you did. Let's try it again. We're going to do that chorus again. I'm just going to cue up the right spot on the track. Here we go. Okay, and I'll give you your notes again. Okay, so your notes. Soon may the Wellerman come. That's sopranos. Then upper altos. Soon may the Wellerman come. And then lower altos. Soon may the Wellerman come. Then for the men. Soon may the Wellerman come. Okay, shall we give that a go? Here we go.
So when she dived down below.
Ready?
Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Okay, good, well done. Now, if you feel like you want to do that again, this is the beauty of doing things on video. One of the positive things about doing things online and on video, you can just record, rewind a few minutes and go through that again. If I've done the parts quite quickly there, so you might want to just go back, just find the spot with your part on, do it a few more times. You can do that if you want. I'm going to carry on now. So just to say, that chorus that we've just learned with the alternative parts, that is going to be for after verse 3 and after verse 4. So we do that twice. Later, after that, the original chorus will come back again. So, but that one you're going to do 2 times in the middle of the song. So we're going to have a little look now at just at verse 4. So this is actually very similar. Last week we had a go at verse 3, didn't we? Where we had the hum, 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 hum. So just a note to say, in verse 4, that's going to come back again. So ladies, well, not all the ladies, sopranos and upper altos, you're going to go back to your parts of hum, 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 if you remember that from last week. And then again we've got the men and the lower altos, you're going to sing the melody, and all that's going to happen is we're just going to change the words slightly for this verse. So I'll just go through that. So we're going to have here we go, I'll get the words right. The line was cut, the whale was free. So it's at this pitch, but it's at this pitch for the men and the lower altos. So what that means is, for the men, it will feel quite high in your range. I'm singing a higher version, but it will feel like that to you. The line was cut, the whale was free. The captain's mind was not hungry. So for the men, just try and sing that with me. The line was cut, the whale was free, the captain's mind was not hungry. So that's just getting us into the start of it. But just to say, for lower altos, because you're going to sing it at exactly the same pitch as the men, for you it's going to feel quite low in your range. So if I, as a lower alto, was singing it, I'd actually sing it in this, it would be like this for my voice. The line was cut, the whale was free, the captain's mind was not hungry. So you can hear that pitch in a lady's voice, it's right at the bottom of the range. So lower altos, don't be distracted by me singing it a bit higher to help the men to pitch it in the right octave. For you, remember, it's the melody, but it's going to be in that lower version. So, okay, so let's go through it together, men and lower altos. So lower altos, remember, you're going be the line, that's going to be where you are. Here we go. And the line was cut, the whale was free, the captain's mind was not hungry, for he belonged to the whalesman's creed, she took that ship in tow. So we just change our rhythm slightly to accommodate the different words. We'll just try it one more time again. And the line was cut, the whale was free, the captain's mind was not hungry, for he belonged to the whaleman's creed, she took that ship in tow. Good. So what we'll do now is we'll try and sing along with the guide track. So men and lower altos, you'll sing that melody, and then sopranos and upper altos, see if you can put in your hum, hum, and your hum, hum, hum. And then after that verse, we do that alternative chorus again. So let's just have a little run through that. I'm just going to run the track back slightly to give you a short run into that. Here we go.
We'll take our leave and go. The line was cut, the whale was free, the captain's mind was not on greed, for he belonged to the whaleman's creed, he took that ship in tow.
Chorus.
Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Wonderful. Okay, so we're going to move on there. We're going to go into verse 5. So this is for 40 days or even more, the line went slack then, tight once more. One thing I really love about this song is it's very much a storytelling song. In lots of folk music traditions around the world, you get this tradition of songs that really take you on a journey and tell quite a long story with a lot of verses. But I love that about this song. It tells you, it's quite an epic story of the struggle of the whalers and the whale and everyone on board the ship. And it's kind of, I quite like that it has 6 verses of telling you the ins and outs, and it's getting quite dramatic, isn't it, when it's for 40 days or even more the line went slack then tight once more. So there's a bit of drama in this song that we need to sort of put some energy in to bring that out. Now in verse 5, all the parts, they're going to be different again. This time, sopranos, you're going to sing the melody, and everyone else will sing some accompanying parts, which we'll do in a moment. So sopranos, you're going to do this part. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack then tight once more. Can you try that with me? And for 40 days or even more, the line went slack then tight once more. That's good. And again. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack then tight once more. The boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. Try from the boats. And the boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. The boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. Do the whole part, sopranos. And for 40 days or even more, the line went slack then tight once more. The boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. One more time. And for 40 days or even more, the line went slack then tight once more. The boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. Good. And what we're going to have going against that is some oohs. So it's going to sound something like this. I played that rather badly, but you get the idea that we're going to have some long notes that are going to be oohs underneath the melody. So for the men, I'm going to do yours first. You're going to go like this. You'll go ooh, ooh, ooh. Try that. And ooh, again. That's good. And then lower altos, you're going to start here and you're going to go here. Sorry, in the lower one. Here we go. We'll go. Yeah, let's try that again. We're going to go. That's it. So do it again with me a couple of times. Good. Again. And that's good. So men and low altos together, it'll sound like this. So if I sing the melody over the top, you'll see how that's going to fit together. Ready? For 40 days or even more, the line went slack then tight once more. The boats were lost, there were only 4, still where they go. It's that sort of thing. So it's like a drone, a bit like when you get bagpipes and you have you've got the melody and then just some very long notes that sort of support the melody underneath. It's that sort of effect that we're going to get here. So we just need to add in upper altos. So you've got similar oohs and yours are going to start here. Yeah. So we're going to go like this. Ooh, 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 ooh. You've got quite a nice little harmony at the end there. So we'll try that again and Okay, I'm going to sing the melody over your part, upper altos. See if you can sing what I'm playing on the piano. See, I'll play your part on the piano and I'll sing the melody just so you see how it's going to fit. So see if you can start here. Here we go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack then tight once more. The boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that will did go. Can you see how it will fit? Try that again with me, upper altos, and for 40 days or even more, the line went slack then tight once more. The boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that will did go. Okay, so you can see how it's going to fit together. We're going to try this part with the track. Again, I'll just give you a couple of seconds of a run in and then we're going to try from that part. So sopranos, be ready to do the melody. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack then tight once more. And then upper altos, ooh, lower altos, ooh, and for the men, ooh, here we go. Let's try that bit. Okay.
When the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
For 40 days or even more, the line went slack then tight once more. The boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that will did go.
Soon may the Wellerman come.
Okay, yeah, should we just try that again? Let's do that one more time. Here we go.
We'll take our leave and go.
For 40 days or even more, the line went slack then tight once more. The boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that will did go.
Soon.
Good, good. Well done, everyone. Okay. Again, you might want to just go back to that again, if depending on how you got on there, if you want to just revise a little bit further. We're going to carry on. So, just to say, now we've got to our 5th chorus. So here, we're going to go back to the original parts that you learned last week on the last video. Just to totally confuse you and make it tricky. So, just to say, when we're back here, we're back to soon may the Wellerman come for sopranos, upper altos. Soon may the Wellerman come, upper altos. Lower altos. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. And then for the men. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. Okay, so here's a challenge. Can you see if you can remember last week's chorus part? We're going to sing that chorus and I want you to do your best and see if you can remember it. Here we go.
And still that will did go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the talking is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard.
Okay, now how did you get on? If you did that perfectly, then very well done you, because I think there's nothing trickier than having to learn 2 slightly different versions of the same thing. I think that probably will be one of the tricky bits about learning this song, is knowing 2 different versions of the chorus. So you may well have found that quite hard to do after learning the 2nd version today. So that's what you might need to work on. Just to say, that's something to focus on when you're watching these videos or maybe practicing with the audio tracks. Bear in mind you've got 2 different choruses and you'll need to get them both really firmly in your mind so you can swap between them when you need to without getting confused. That if you don't work on anything else particularly, that's a really good thing to focus on, especially when you're just learning the song. That's a really good thing to spend a bit of time on. We're going to have a look at the final verse and the end of the song now. So we've got our verse 6. It's actually quite simple. It's quite stripped back before the big finish, big chorus at the end. So in verse 6, we're going to have just the low altos and the men are going to sing the melody to start with, and then the sopranos and upper altos will just join in with a few little bits of it. So again, just to say a note for lower altos, you're going to be singing at the same pitch as the men, so it'll feel quite high for the men but very low for the ladies. I'm going to sing it in a higher pitch to help the men pitch it, but just remember, lower altos, you're going as far as the da, 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 in that low bit of your range. Okay, so here we go, and for men it's going to be at that pitch too. So we'll go, as far as I've heard, the fight's still on, the line's not good and the whale's not gone. Try that with me, and as far as I've heard, the fight's still on, the line's not good and the whale's not gone. The Wellerman Bray makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew and all. I'll just do that second part again. We're going to go, the Wellerman makes his regular call to encourage. Okay, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to slow it down a bit. It's a bit of a mouthful, this one we're learning. The Wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew and all. So watch that rhythm when we get to encourage the captain, crew and all. It's slightly different to what we've had in the other verses. To encourage the captain, crew and all. Try that line again, and the Wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew and all. Okay, so for the men and lower altos, try that whole verse for me, and as far as I've heard, the fight's still on, the line's not good and the whale's not gone. The Wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew and all. Good. And sopranos and upper altos, you're just going to join in on a few bits of that tune. So you're going to join in on, and the whale's not gone, just for that bit, and the whale's not gone. So you'll hear everyone go, as far as I've heard, the fight's still on, the line's not good and the whale's not gone. And then in the second part you're just going to join in on, to encourage the captain, crew and all. To encourage the captain, crew and all. So you'll go, the Wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew and all. So when you join in, it just gives a bit of extra oomph to the high points of the phrases there. Let's try that with the track. Here we go. We'll just go back a moment.
Take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on, the line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The Wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew and all.
That's good. We'll just try that one more time, and
leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on, the line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The Wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew and all.
That's good. Okay, and then we get into our final two choruses. We're nearly at the end of the song now. Just reminding myself, which chorus is this? So this one is our original chorus from the very beginning of the song. We're back to our original chorus for these final two ones. So this is, soon may the Wellerman come, and soon may the Wellerman come, and soon may the Wellerman come, and soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. So we're going to sing through that. So let's have a go at the first one and see where it takes us.
Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the time is
listen
done,
here.
we'll take
Listen to this bit.
go. Soon may the Wellerman.
Okay, so you will have heard on the go there. There's just a little extra note to lead into the last chorus. So if you're sopranos, the first time you're going to do that chorus, you'll go, one day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go soon. So you've just, on the go, we've got an extra note thrown in to lead us back round to the chorus again. So sopranos, one day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go soon may the Wellerman come. If you're an upper alto, you'll be going, one day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go soon. Go soon. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go soon. Okay, lower altos, you'll go, One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go soon, go soon. May the Wellerman come. It's all about getting that transition, isn't it? Transition back into the chorus. So lower altos again. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go soon, go soon. That's it. Now for the men, you're going to go, one day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go soon. Take our leave and go soon. May the Wellerman come. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go soon. May the Wellerman come. Okay, and that takes us through to our final sing through the chorus. Again, the original chorus to finish off with. So let's do those. I think we'll go back to. Let's just go back to that chorus. So the two choruses together, so we can practice that go bit. Here, let me just find it. Here we go. I think it's about.
To encourage the captain, crew,
Here we go.
and all. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Yep, so we'll just slow down there at the end. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, we'll just slow down at the end, and obviously if we were doing this in person, you just need to watch me at the end, and we can coordinate that well. That's fantastic. Well done, everyone. I think it would be really good just to sing through the whole song to finish with. I'm not expecting you're going to remember everything note perfect, but it's good to sort of get a sense of the whole song. So let's sing through the whole thing to finish off today's video. Thanks very much for tuning in. I can't wait to be able to sing this in person. I think the sound will be incredible when we can really hear all your voices. So thanks so much for keeping learning new things at home. It's really going to help us when we are allowed again to get together in person. It's just going to get us off to such a good start, knowing that you've all been learning and practicing at home in the meantime. So thanks so much for your dedication. It's hugely appreciated. Let's finish off with a sing through from the beginning. Okay, here we go.
There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down. Blow, my bully boys, blow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. They had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, harpooned and fought her when she dived down below.
Different chorus.
Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. The line was cut, the whale was free. The captain's mind was not on greed, for he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
For 40 days or even more, the line went slack, then tight once more. The boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. Soon may the Wellerman
Normal
come
chorus.
to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The Wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew and all.
Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum.
One day when the time is gone, we'll take our leave and go.
Yeah, well done everyone. Fantastic, that's great. Good. Well, thanks for tuning in today. That's really fantastic, and I hope you have a great week. Remember, you can join in with us on Zoom on Tuesday night. Tonight, if it's still Tuesday when you're watching, we're going to talk a bit about ideas for what we will do as a choir after COVID. So we'd love to see lots of you there and hear your ideas. And join us for Wake Up Shake Up on Friday mornings as well. So keep well, keep safe, and we hope to see you soon on one of these things. But in the meantime, have a great week. Thanks very much for joining me, and bye for now.